Kai'Sa not a traditional AD carry in any sense, and sure, you can put the Trigger Seed onto a Kali, add some additional damage there, give her some additional backline access, you could argue, and make...
Very good at shoving. Bin, very good at shoving, so I feel like BLG in general is going to have 3 winning lanes.
Ooh, very nice buffer there from Elk, and they're going to turn that one around. Trimby just trying to get some semblance of control of this lane, and they have the Ivern. Razork is here. So maybe looking for the follow-up as they do go in onto Elk, and now he doesn't have to hop away. He is just isolated. First blood given over to Noah in the bottom lane.
Super well played here from Trimby with the flash engage there. Gets the knock-up. Elk buffers the first, but is going to stick around here, and they have that gank, obviously, as you mentioned, coming from Razork, and that full sense of security Elk had, and he's not feeling it anymore. Down a heal as well off of the exchange, and that is really going to put an end to this early game control here from Elk.
Yeah, and that's really huge because the way BLG like to play, as there's a gank for Yagao as well, he's low on mana, nice shot.
Yeah, he's going very aggressive onto the turret, and they're looking to punish Yagao now. Has he gone too far, or is he just going to 1v2? The flash in, and the shield comes in, and Humanoid is safe for now, and they will pick up the kill here.
So Ben has cookies that can get his mana back a little bit.
Yeah, and they're going to push this wave. It's a pretty nice stacked wave, and Shun is level 6. I mean, this is potential gank, but Oscarinen is pretty tanky. Even with the Ruby Crystal, here comes Yagao. And yeah, as you mentioned, they're just going to wait for the 3v1. We've seen this already today as down should go the Poppy in due time. Didn't take very long.
Yeah.
Kill going over to Bin as well. You know, you mentioned trying to mitigate control as well.
I do wonder if they can push them off this Rift Herald, because if they get it, BLG's going to be off to the races. But Razork's here, level 6. Humanoid has ults.
They're trying to turn onto the Akali, but Humanoid is getting in there. He doesn't give a damn. He's got the Daisy to help out with the triple knockup, but in goes on to help with his own knockup, and a follow-up of Trimby. He comes in and turns the tides of this tight fight, rather, as Yagao is going to go down. It's a double kill for Trimby on the Alistair, and finally Oscarinen does come in here, and he will try to help out with this one, but on the bottom lane.
Yeah, pretty tough to defend that one. Also, not entirely sure what their plan is against this Jax.
Yeah, they're trying to get in there. It looks like Counter-Strike is down, and Daisy's just getting to work down there. Meanwhile, we do have a fight up here as Humanoid. He's looking to exert some pressure down here as Elk just going to push him back once again, as meanwhile up on the top side, Bin is getting engaged on, and there it is! Oscarinen in the 2v1 takes down that kill, and nope.
The way he's playing the map, he's almost playing it like Taliyah. If that makes sense, he's playing all through sides, they're not playing through mid very well. Trimby's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he also smashed the ground. Not quite as effective as the Daisy.
Humanoid
is going to take a lot of damage. Humanoid once again in that backline, just forcing him. Trimby is going to be forced to use his ultimate now, and he's being chased down the river. The rest of his team just leaving him to die, as BLG will get the shutdown over to Elk.
The game, Oscarinen obviously getting a little bit more gold up there.
Humanoid is taking a lot of damage. Gets ulted in the shroud. Wow. He's just going to go down 2v1. Elk picks up, making his way up. Oscarinen in the bush. It looks like they finally do spot him. Is now on. Might not have a way out against the Poppy. Down he goes. He's just bursted 100-0. And now this fight coming in. Humanoid is pretty deep as the Poppy ultimate. This time you can rely on that one. But Humanoid, again, he doesn't really want to stay.
Whoa.
As now Oscarinen is going to go over the wall. And the follow-up engage is huge. As in goes Shun alone. And this is a 4v5 for BLG. I don't think they want to take this fight as Fnatic is going on in. Bin, of course, in that backline is pretty huge, but he is alone. And Oscarinen is just leading the charge on the bottom side of this fight.
Divide and conquer. Fnatic just pick them apart piece by piece. Humanoid.
A very important ward to come down, bit of damage into Humanoid, but it's just buying time for Fnatic to chip away at this Drake, as there you go, knocks away the jungler, and again, he is reliable. Oscar will not be denied, as Honest taking huge damage. Humanoid is going super deep, but he has so much support from this Ivern. They're going to try to get on top of Elk, and they might just be able to do it. They can't quite put that last bit of damage in, though, and Elk will be able to get away, as now Oscar on the front line, and the follow-up comes in from Trimby. Have they overextended is the question. Bin, it's gonna give them the answer as the shutdown comes in for Shun.
It looked so good with the Orianna ball.
Yeah.
What do you do, Fnatic? You've got no options.
Well, they're gonna just run through the Orianna and try to take this one down. The ult will miss as the huge engage comes in from Trimby. Is the follow-up, their double Poppy knockup, as now they're gonna send it into the rest of BLG, as Elk, he's just gonna stay alive though. You can't even get on top of him with it. And Big comes in right at the end to totally turn the fight. Fnatic are routed, and BLG will take this fight in a gigantic matter.
I mean, they They
bounties, so they're playing very conservatively. They know they have the better scaling, and they know they have this game if they just play it right.
Vaughn just keeps baiting these.
Yeah, he is very well, and Trimby, I think, is going to go down. Down he does go. No hope, even through the Altus now. The TP comes in. Is this the flank you were looking for, Fnatic? I'm not so sure, as he will dodge that one. And Finn is going 1v3 in the back line, even against the Oscar, against the Poppy, as Oscar eventually goes down, and nobody can kill Finn in this game anymore.
He's got GA, he's got his Zonias, he's got so much armor stacked up on top of the fact that he's Jax, so he wasn't even going to pop his GA, and that may just be the beginning of the end in this one.
That's how it ends. It's not a Baron, it's not a Drake, it's just a fight in the jungle. They're going to take a lot of this turn. Wow!
Oh boy. Well, that's what you could not afford at this point, although it looks pretty over. Down goes the Kai'Sa. Noah not able to help out his team at the very last moment, and Bin and the rest of them, the boys on BLG, will be able to take down this Nexus and play with their food in the fountain.